The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports.
School, where the Bear Lake Lady Bears set to take on American Falls in a district game. For the first time, these two have met in a district competition on the basketball court in about 10 years. I believe the 2012-2013 school year was the last time that these two teams were in the same district. Sorry, watching Lisa try to lock the iPad and it's not cooperating with her. Anyway, the last time these guys were in the same district back in 2013 school year, and then the 2013-2014 school year, the Bears moved down to 2A. Bears now back in the same division in 4A with American Falls. And quick preview of tonight's game. Let's look at the Max Preps rankings. What does Max Preps say about tonight's matchup? Bear Lake, as we documented the other night, ranked number 2 in the state. And American Falls ranked number 9. If they went strictly by Max Preps and didn't do any adjusting based on district alignment, then American Falls is sitting just out of the teams that would make it to state. They're sitting at number 9, and they are the number 2 ranked team in our district. If you go by the Max Preps to figure out who would win the game, Bear Lake is favored by approximately 17 points tonight. You look at common opponents, because that's a good way also to decide, give a good comparison. Sometimes common opponents are better than computers. They've got a couple common opponents with Bear Lake. Bear Lake is split with Malad. Bear Lake won at home, lost on the road. Malad swept American Falls 58-43 and 51-21. So the other common opponent is Sugar Salem. Bear Lake lost both to Sugar Salem, but in close games, one of them in overtime. The other one was about an 8-point game. American Falls lost to Sugar Salem 64-16 and 58-24. So a couple blowouts there against Sugar Salem. Those are the only common opponents for now. We'll have more common opponents as the season goes on, as we get into district play. This is their first district game. Yeah, they haven't played a district game yet. This is their first district game of the year. No, they played Marsh Valley Wednesday night.
I'll look that up.
We printed these papers out before Wednesday night's game. So they did play Marsh Valley on Wednesday night. This is the second district game for them. Second district game for us. Bear Lake took out the Snake River Panthers on Wednesday night while they were playing against Marsh Valley, and Lisa's going to look up that score to see how that went. And that was a big game, because if things go as they are right now, Bear Lake should finish in first place. Snake River is down at the bottom of the district, and Marsh Valley and American Falls not too far apart, actually, right now in the computer rankings. So that was a big game.
So they beat Marsh Valley Wednesday night 57-55 in overtime.
So that just what we thought. On the computers, let's see what the computer said that game should have been. Marsh Valley versus AF, half a point.
Yeah. So
it was half a point in favor of American Falls. That's pretty accurate. They beat them by 2 in overtime. I'd say that's pretty dang close.
Yeah.
About as close as you can be to being dead on. So Bears 17-point favorites tonight. You never know, though, on the road. And just like the other night, Bear Lake was the big favorites over Snake River. Snake River came in and led by 7 early in the first quarter before the Bears kind of turned it on and dominated the rest of the game. So then tomorrow, we got lots going on as the Bear Lake Bears travel up to North Fremont, both this girls team and the boys team. Girls tip off at 2:30 tomorrow, boys at 4 o'clock tomorrow. That is the trip that was supposed to happen back in December on December 28th, and it was canceled because of snow, and it's happening tomorrow instead. So that will be on the air early tomorrow. Be ready for that. The girls tip off at 2:30. We'll bring you both those games back to back. And hopefully this game's not too exciting tonight, so I'll have a voice for that tomorrow.
You jinxed it again.
The JV game just ended a few minutes ago. The JV girls, I can't remember the exact final score.
45-11.
45-11. There you go. I knew it was over 30 points. 45-11 the final score for the JV girls. Bear Lake beating American Falls. So there you go. big victory for the JV team. Nate, we all just heard his voice for the first time on the broadcast tonight. Nate's down there. What's your keys to the game tonight, Mr. Matthews?
Well, I think my key to the game tonight for the Lady Bears is going to be to start strong. If you remember right, in the game against Snake River, Bear Lake falling behind early. It was a 14-7 game with 4 or 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Snake River jumping out to an early lead, and I think that scared Bear Lake a little bit. Obviously, being a heavy favorite in both that game and this game, you're going to want to start strong. Just put your foot on the gas from the beginning. Never let the American Falls Beavers have a chance in this game. You just want to start strong. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal until you're comfortably in the lead.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. We say that a lot. When the best way to let an underdog win a game is to let them stay in the game early. The longer they stay in the game, the more chance they have of pulling off that upset. I've said that a lot of times when Bear Lake's been the underdog. In football, a couple years ago, their state championship year, I think Bear Lake was the underdog in almost every game they played that year. So we talked about being the underdog a lot. You got to come out, stay in the game. And the longer you stay in the game, the better chance you have of winning the game. So I like that mentality. Get out. Don't let them be competitive. Don't let them think they have a chance.
Well, and all it really takes is a couple of shots to go in for you to be confident for the rest of the game. So if American Falls is able to come out and put points on the board immediately and put Bear Lake in an early hole, sometimes that's all it takes for an underdog to take over a game. We've seen that many times in history, and you can fall behind so fast that you're not able to make up that deficit. And the best way to win a game is always to just start strong, because it gives you confidence. You can finish out the rest of your game with ease. It's as simple as that. If you get out to an early lead, you're confident from the beginning, you're seeing shots fall, and that's always a great sign for the rest of the game.
Okay, I have two keys to the game. One's just a small little thing, and I say this a lot this time of year in games when you're heavily favored. Stay healthy. One thing that could derail the Bears season in a hurry is an injury. I said that the other night against Snake River. I'll continue to say that. Bears have got to stay healthy. Win these games, take care of business, earn that home court advantage, but stay healthy. Yeah, so that's my keys to the game right there. Those two is protect that home court advantage and stay healthy are what the Bears, I think, need to do tonight. And then work on what the Bears need to work on. Don't worry about what American Falls does. When you're a 17-point favorite in the game, you shouldn't have to worry too much about what the other team does in a basketball game. If you play your game, you're going to win. So the Bears need to come out and focus on the Bears. If whatever that is that Coach Wells thinks they need to clean up a little bit, they cleaned up the outside shooting. The Phillips 66 U-Save 3-ball was very effective the other night for the Bears against Snake River. If that's what he wants to continue to work on, that works. If he wants to work on foul shooting, whatever it is, defense, whatever it is he thinks the focus is, that's what the Bears need to focus on tonight, is win their game their way.
Well, and truthfully, these are tune-up games, and I don't say tune-up games in the sense of, being a heavy favorite and all you have to do is worry about, doing whatever you want to do. I say it in the sense of, truthfully, even though it's a conference game, a singular loss probably isn't going to kill your season even if you were to lose. So you just have to go out there and play confident, in my opinion. Work on what you need to work on, get your rotation comfortable on the floor, and roll with that rotation throughout the conference season.
Yeah, and the Bears would love that home court advantage, so you're right. It doesn't. You said it well. The one loss at this point doesn't matter. It doesn't kill your season, because the ones that matter are the ones that happen in the end of January and into February. But the Bears would love to have that home court advantage because it is a big advantage. The six-man in Bear Lake, one of the best six-man crowds in the state, and having that home court advantage during the district tournament can go a long ways to assuring the Bears make a return trip to state with a chance to, in a way, repeat, even though they're fighting for a 4A trophy this year instead of the 2A trophy they won last year. It would be, in that sense, a repeat because the Bears are the defending champion. Went up and won the state tournament last year up in Boise, and so that's what they're looking to have a chance to do again this year. So those are my keys to the game. That's Nate's keys to the game. And then, of course, Nate, how do you win games?
You score more points, Jared. It's pretty simple. I think it was you one time, which isn't necessarily the smartest source, but it is a source that said the team that scores the most points wins the game. And If the Bears come out and score more points than the American Falls Beavers, that means you win one more, and winning is a lot better than losing. So you want to win, and to win, you score more points than the other team.
Well done. And
Thanks.
That's kind of
Riveting stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I knew you were going to come up with something just inspiring when I opened the door for you to say just score more points than the other team. So
it's the least I could do.
Yes.
I mean, it's my contribution. I can speak. I know English. My contribution to every broadcast. I might not know English, but I know that the team that scores the higher amount of points wins the game. Don't ask me how to count, though. I did graduate from Bear Lake High School, where you taught me. So
hey, I didn't teach you math though. But anyway, the Bears got a big game these next couple nights to continue to build on that Max Preps ranking. And just so you know how it works, the Bears would like to win this game by around 20 points tonight. When you're 17-point favorite, if you only win by 8-9 points, that actually hurts your rankings. So the Bears are going to come out here. They're going to want to score some points. They're going to want to get the big win. And that's why you're wondering how Bears lost 2 in a row, and yet they didn't drop in the rankings. They actually stayed exactly the same place. That's why, because both teams that beat them, Sugar Salem and Malad, were expected, according to the computers, to beat Bear Lake. So if you lose games you're supposed to lose, as long as you lose them respectable, which the Bears did, and you win the games you're supposed to win, your rankings stay just fine, and the Bears sitting in a good spot. Right now, if State started today and they went strictly by the rankings, the Bears would start out the first game of the tournament against Kimberly and would be a 16, 17-point favorite. So good. Bears are in a good spot right now. They just need to keep in that good spot. And it's going to come from lighting up that Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. And they do that by making their Jacobson Mountain Air foul shots. Jacobson Mountain Air for all your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. And by hitting the Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shots. Phillips 66 U-Save, live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. See how I did that?
Your pleasure or their pleasure?
Well, the paper says our pleasure. See, right there.
You're correct.
Your convenience is our pleasure.
You're right.
And our other sponsors are
Gunderson Ace Hardware, the helpful place, located in Montpelier.
Napa Auto Parts, that's Napa know-how.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. Visit them at northerntitle.net.
Bear Lake Drug, your drugstore, and a great deal more.
Bear Lake Dental Care, where kindness and dentistry meet.
Simplot, committed to safety for the Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit simplot.com.
And our mentioned sponsors tonight, Gary H. Tusher, CPA, Stephen D. Hammonds Dental, that's Mountain Valley Dental, Lenhart Distributing, Flying S Title, and Southeast Idaho Steel.
And, we're looking for a great game. Well, at the end of the game, Lisa and Nate, just so you can be thinking about it during the game, we will crown our gritty player of the game. We've done that a couple times this year, and I want to keep that up. And I think we have a sponsor lined up for that for next year. So
Possibly.
So we're going to keep it up. And then next year we think we have a sponsor for it. So our gritty player of the game, and by the way, it's not going to necessarily be the one that scores the most points. Mm-hmm. It's going to be one that makes contributions, even if it's the small contributions, the tipped balls, the hustle plays, the diving on the floor. And we're going to kind of reward those players because they don't get mentioned sometimes as often as some of the other players. But that's what we're going to award is our gritty player of the game, and we'll do that at the end of the game. But right now, we got about 4 minutes before tip-off. Nate, let's take a break, pay some bills, and we'll come back with the rest of the pregame show right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
When it's time for a brake job, go with Napa Silent Guard. Built with fiber-reinforced shims and rubber-coated hardware that reduce noise and provide an exact fit for the life of the pad. Available now at Napa. Give your engine the attention it deserves with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Its advanced formulation delivers faster flow and temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions, elevating engine performance by helping it run cleaner, longer. Available now at Napa.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave, all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
We're ready for the opening tip-off. Bear Lake Bears at American Falls tonight. Girls basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Nice court they've got here. Bear Lake Bears will be in their road royals, trimmed in black and white, and the American Falls Beavers in their home whites, trimmed in red and a little bit of black. And we're ready. Ooh, wow, that speaker is loud. That kind of scared me.
That's a great sound system.
Yes, it is. This is a fairly new building.
American Falls Beavers!
Fairly new building up here. And they got a nice sound system. Hey. And you can hear the PA announcer talking sportsmanship. And we're ready. We don't have the starting lineups quite yet. We'll get you those. And if you're watching the video broadcast of this, you're going to want to see it. I saw their starting lineups during volleyball. They've got some incredible black lights on the floor. I hope they use that system tonight because it looks pretty cool when they get the lights out here. And Bear Lake Bears, like we've mentioned, if you're just joining us, Bear Lake Bears 17-point favorites tonight. Going to be doing their best to get out to an early lead over the Beavers and continue their undefeated league season. It's only one game in, but the Bears hoping to keep it that way and stay undefeated as they continue the season. Flag coming down from the ceiling. We're about to have a national anthem. All right, national anthem has been played. We're ready for some basketball. Bear Lake Bears and American Falls Beavers. Starting line is for tonight. The Bears are going to go the same way they've gone. Senior, 5'5" senior Sadie Shaw. 5'5" senior Taisley Neal. 5'6" senior. They had it listed as 5'5" senior to start the season. I think they changed it to 5'6". Just because, you don't want 3 at 5'5". 5'6" senior Emery Walker. 5'10" junior Peyton Crockett. And 6'1" sophomore Holly Wells. And there you go. Check out the block light. If you're watching on TV where it says Beaver Nation in the center court, you can't see that when the lights are on. That is the black light effect that I was talking about. Number 2, Eden Jensen. She is a 5'9" sophomore guard. Number 3, a 5'6" senior guard, Addie Jensen. Journey Shiz. She is a 5'9" sophomore.
McKenna Scott.
Scott. Okay, Scott. Number 5. And then the final starter is number 11, Farringer. Berkeley Farringer. She's a 5'10" junior. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 11. I wonder if they do that on purpose, where the 5 lowest numbers you can have. No, I guess they could have had 1, but the 5 lowest numbers on their roster are their 5 starters. I know teams that do that. I wonder if that's what they did here, or if it just happened to work out that way. Anyway, here we go. It's jumping up in the center court circle will be Farringer versus Wells, and 5'10". I'd say she's taller than that. Either that or Wells is not 6 foot, because they're about the same height. Wells controls the tip to Neal. Neal go to Shaw. Shaw into the front court. Shaw in the corner to Walker. Walker looking inside to Wells. Not there. Back out to Shaw. Shaw to Neal. Neal to Shaw. Shaw in the corner to Walker. Walker, a little bit of dribble drive. Goes to Shaw. Shaw to Neal. Neal to Wells on the foul line. Wells going to drive the lane. Kick to Walker. Walker back to Wells. She fumbles it. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bears have plenty of time. Back to Neal. Neal, it kicks in the corner. Walker. Walker drives baseline. She's cut off. She comes to Wells. And now the Bears are going to have to shoot. And it's a 3-point shot attempt by Shaw. She misses it. The ball's tipped out of bounds. And it's last touched by Walker, they say, in the corner. So the Bears take the full 35 seconds before they get a shot off. It's a miss. And the ball belongs to American Falls. Jensen. We've got Eden Jensen and Addie Jensen. And little boy got a
ball on the floor.
Lost the control of the basketball. It went out on the court, so they had to blow it dead. And it's Addie Jensen, number 3, and Eden Jensen now with the ball. Pass inside, intended for Farringer, knocked away by Wells. American Falls gets it back, and it's a miss by Shiz. And quickly up ahead, the Bears with it. Neal will take the 3. Neal will make the 3. There's a Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point make by Taisley Neal to start the game. Phillips 66 U-Save, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full, and the Bears get the first points on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard and lead it 3-0. Outside, Jensen going to go down the lane. Up and in, off the backboard. Addie Jensen for 2, and it's 3-2. Bears in the lead by a point in the very early going, only a minute and a half in to this game. Peyton Crockett with it in the corner. She now goes to Walker. Walker's going to come back out to Crockett. And they say she traveled with it. She must have drugged that pivot foot. And Peyton Crockett gets the turnover. So it's American Falls basketball. And Schutt, is that how you pronounce it? Or Shot?
Scutt.
Scutt?
Scutt.
S-C-H-U-T-T, Scutt. Gets it to Jensen. Jensen down the lane. Jensen will shoot 2. She'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. This is number 2, Eden Jensen.
Hallie Wells with her first foul.
Trying to decide if the Jensens are sisters, but the senior is way shorter than the sophomore.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
And Eden Jensen, the sophomore, 5'9" sophomore, misses the first foul shot from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air. For your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley, contact Jacobson Mountain Air. Jensen will have another to try to tie this game at 3, and she does. We're all tied up, 3-3. The Bears, courtesy of the long ball. The Beavers, courtesy of a 3 points off of a made basket and a foul shot. It wasn't a 3-point play, and the Bears turned it over, trying to get it baseline to Peyton Crockett. The ball went out of bounds before it got to Crockett. So another turnover on the Bears. Jensen to Jensen. She'll bring it into the front court. Be double teamed there, but she'll get it back to Jensen. Eden and Addie playing catch with it. Now over to Scott. In the corner to Eden Jensen. She'll shoot the 3, but it's blocked by Hallie Wells. Goes out of bounds, but a nice block by Wells. Jensen thought she was open for 3. Instead, it's out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be American Falls basketball. Jensen will inbound. Shaw tips it away. So they'll inbound again, this time from near center court rather than on the baseline. Jensen will have it. This is Addie Jensen. She's cut off there by Neal. Neal forcing her back out towards center court. Now to Eden Jensen on the elbow. Back to Addie Jensen. Addie will drive, kick it to Scott. Cross court to Eden Jensen. She backs up. She shoots at the buzzer. No good. Almost a shot clock violation. It goes off the back of the rim. And then at the other end, Eden Jensen knocks it out of bounds. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball. 3-3. Low scoring affair in the early going. And Shaw will set the offense for the Bears. Just the one made shot for Bear Lake. That was the Taisley Neal. Phillips 66 U-save, 3-point make. And nice pass inside. Wells going to go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. She'll shoot a pair. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, contact Jacobson Mountain Air.
That foul goes on Eden Jensen, her first.
So Hallie Wells has a chance to break the tie. We're exactly 3 minutes into this game, and each team has exactly 3 points. And now the Bears have 4 as Hallie Wells gets the first Jacobson Mountain Air foul shot into the bottom of the net for a point. Wells' second shot up and good. So she goes 2 for 2 on the trip. The Bears take the 2-point lead. And Jensen will get and play catch with it in the backcourt. And now they break the press. And Shaw kicks it away. She would have had a breakaway, but you can't kick the ball. So it will be American Falls basketball. They'll inbound near center court. Scott will be the trigger man. She'll go into Jensen. Addie Jensen over to Eden Jensen. Those are the 2 main ball handlers, and they share the same last name. So Eden Jensen, long 3. And she misses, but the rebound goes to American Falls. Put back, no good. That was Shiz with the rebound and put back. She misses. The Bears get the rebound. Shaw will set the offense. She goes around the screen, backs up, goes to Neal. Neal should have been called for a travel there. She got caught up in traffic, but no call. Bears keep the ball. And now Walker will go around the Crockett screen. Pick and roll play. Crockett up and no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Neal. So good move by Crockett to get the shot up, but it doesn't go. And now we got some substitutions coming in.
All right, number 13, Sprague, coming in for Faringer.
And number 22 came in. That's Sophia Cox for the Beavers. And Jensen's going to be fouled. Eden Jensen got fouled. And now we got the hockey line. James coming 4 out of the 5 are going to come off. I think Wells is the only one going to stay out there for the Bears. So coming into the game, Bamey, Saxton, Skinner, and Alleman. And that last foul went on Neal, I think. Jensen and Jensen playing catch with it. And Eden Jensen thought about the three. Instead, she dribbles it in. It's cut off. Back outside to Addie Jensen. Now to Eden Jensen. She's looking inside. Nothing there. Drive, kick. And back to Eden. Cross court to Addie. Addie Jensen for three. It's no good. Rebound. Going to be brought down by Brooke Bamey. Brooke, the sophomore guard for the Bears, pushes it into the front court to Skinner. Skinner drives the lane, shoots it up and in. Nice move by Skinner to drive the lane, get the bucket to go. The Bears up by 4 at 7-3. Eden Jensen all the way down. Nice pass inside to Cox. Cox for 2 at 7-5 in favor of the Bears. Eden Jensen facilitated that play, found Cox wide open. Bamey now goes to Alleman. Saxton dribble, shoot, and leave it short from the foul line, but Alleman with the rebound put back. It's short, and rebound is going to be taken down by Eden Jensen. Eden will get it to Addie Jensen. Back to Eden. Back to Addie. 7-5 ball game, 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. The Bears defense has been great, and Brooke Bamey gets the steal, and she gets tripped up from behind. It wasn't intentional. And that was Addie Jensen. And it was just, she was trying to catch up from behind. They got their feet tangled. Brooke went to the ground.
That's her first foul and their second team foul.
Hallie Wells shoots the inbounds. It's good. 9-5 in favor of the Bears after the Hallie Wells 2-point bucket. She's got 4 of the Bears' 9 points. Addie Jensen quickly up court, goes to Eden Jensen, who drives the lane, shoots, no good. Rebound and putback is no good by Shiz. Now the rebound goes to Wells. Wells out front to Saxton, to Skinner. Skinner for the layup. Nice transition play there by the Bears. The assist to Saxton, but the hockey assist to Wells because it was her pass that allowed Saxton. And then another inside pass from Eden Jensen all the way to Sophia Cox, who was wide open underneath. She gets the bucket. Cox, just a freshman.
She kind of plants herself right down there under the basket. Our girls are working on the trap at the middle and missed her. They've missed her twice, so it's effective.
And she'll go to the foul line, the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line, and the basket is good. It's 11-8. The Beavers staying in the game. Cox has 5 of their 8. And Bamey will bring the ball into the front court. Should go to Crockett, who's checked in now for Wells. Crockett hands to Skinner. Skinner already has 4 points in the game. She gets a nice pass inside to Allman, but her shot is blocked by Cox. And we're going the other way with it. Nice play there by Sophia Cox. Eden, long three, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. It will be Bear Lake basketball. Nice effort over there by Sprague to try to save it. Bears have the ball. Bears have the 3-point lead, 11-8, as we go to 1:10 left in the first period. Crockett will hand it to Saxton. Saxton down the lane. She'll kick it back out to Skinner. Skinner all the way to the hoop. Up, no good, but she's fouled. She goes to the line. She'll shoot 2. Nice move by Skinner. Taking strong to the hoop. And she'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. She'll shoot a pair.
That foul went on Faringer, her first.
For all your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley, contact Jacobson Mountain Air. And Skinner gets the first one to go. She's already got 5 points in the game off the bench. And she'll have 1 more for the Bears. And give her 6. And the Bears' lead is now 5 at 13-8. Bamey takes away the inbound pass. And American Falls reaches in quickly to cause the tie-up. But a good move there by Bamey. And the Beavers have it back. Eden Jensen with it in the backcourt. She'll dribble up court against pressure. The Bears kind of a man-to-man press that time. Now they'll drop back into their traditional defense. Eden Jensen with it. She goes up top to Faringer. Then to Sprague. Yeah, I'm going to mispronounce that one all night long. Addie Jensen back out to Cox. Cox cross court to Sprague. She's looking for Farringer. Instead, she goes to Eden Jensen. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jensen had Cox wide open. She overthrew her, and it will be Bears basketball. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Would have been another easy layup for her, but the Bears forced the pass to be a little bit high. Cox couldn't bring it down, and it's Bear Lake basketball. Crockett with it. Crockett hands off to Saxton. Saxton across the top. She'll get it to Skinner. 14 seconds left. Skinner goes down the lane and reach in and a tie up. Jersey Sprague causes the tie up there for the Beavers. It'll stay Bear Lake ball. Bear Lake will still have 11.9 seconds left to get a shot off here at the end of the quarter. And it comes into Saxton. Saxton will just shoot the three. Yeah. Why wait when you can do that? There's a Phillips 66. You say 3-point make. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. And Addie Cox shoots the half-court shot. It's short. Bears lead it by 8 at the end of the first quarter, 16-8. We'll be back with the second quarter on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave, all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard shows the Bear Lake Bears in the lead by a score of 16-8. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. And that lead is courtesy of 4 for 4 from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line and 2 for, I think, 3, somewhere in there, from the Phillips 66 U-Save three-point line. So the Bears started out with some hot shooting and took the lead 16-8 after one quarter over the American Falls Beavers. American Falls will have the possession to start the second quarter. Bears come out there with their starting lineup on the court of Shaw, Neal, Walker, Crockett, and Wells. The Beavers have their starting lineup out there, except for Cox is out there instead of, trying to see who's missing. Looks like it's Shiz that's not out there. Jensen and Jensen playing catch with it up top. Eden Jensen will drive the baseline, and her nice pass over there to Shiz, but the shot is blocked by Walker. Quickly up ahead to Wells. Wells is going to go to line. She'll shoot 2 from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Nice transition there for the Bears to get out, to pass out to Wells.
That foul goes on Farringer, and that'll be her second.
So Jacobson Mountain Air, and for all your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley, contact Jacobson Mountain Air. Wells makes the foul shot. She now has a lot of points on the night. Here, she's not up on the board up there, so
she has 5.
And make it 6. She makes both foul shots. 18-8. The Bears lead is 10. That's the game high lead so far. And the pass up ahead goes to Wells, who gets the steal. She'll push the ball into the front court ahead to Neal. Neal in the corner to Shaw. Shaw looking for a cutter, not there. So she'll go cross court now to Walker. Walker, long 2 on the way, misses it. Rebound. Wells was the last one to touch it. As I think Walker rushed that shot just a little bit. She was open, but she didn't get her feet completely set. And it's American Falls basketball. Bears still in the lead by 10. Eden Jensen gets into the front court, kicks the ball off her foot. It rolls down the baseline. She picks it up. I don't know how that ball stayed in bounds. That was, it kind of had seeing eyeball right there to roll down the sideline. Oh, nice pass inside to Farringer, but she can't complete the bucket. That was a beautiful pass.
It was.
And then Wells gets it ahead to Shaw. Shaw just has to save it or was going to go out of bounds. And the Beavers have the ball, and they have numbers. Addie Jensen down to Farringer. Farringer up. The shot blocked by Wells. What a block. Rebound goes to Addie Jensen, though, and now Eden Jensen with it. She'll drive the lane. She'll scoop it up, miss it, and the rebound finally to Walker this time. And Walker will give it to Shaw. Bears bring it into the front court and get the ball to Shaw. Shaw over to Walker. Walker in the corner to Wells. Wells up top to Neal. Neal, 3-point shot on the way. Long, rebound to Wells. Wells is going to go inside with it to Shaw. Instead, she comes back out to Neal. And now to Walker. Walker cross court. Shaw. Shaw for 3. Shaw will go to the foul line. She'll shoot 3. She missed the shot, but she's fouled.
That one's going to go on Addie Jensen, and that'll be her first.
So Shaw will go to the Jacobs Mountain Air foul line. She'll shoot 3. Jacobs Mountain Air. Heating and air conditioning for the Bear Lake Valley. Call 208-847-2665. Sadie Shaw gets the first one. That's her first point of the night. The Bears lead is now 11 at 19-8. 12 at 20-8.
Now the substitution. We've got Schiss coming in for Fahringer.
And Shaw will have a chance to make this a 13-point lead. And she does. It'll complete, and she does, a 10-0 run as American Falls, if I remember correctly, had cut it to 11-8, just a 3-point lead. The Bears have scored the last 10 points. Eden Jensen throws it away. She was double teamed. She tried to get over to Addie. Addie, it was just a little bit too far away. She couldn't get to it. And the Bears force the turnover. Bear Lake have the ball. Bear Lake Bears have the lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard by a score of 21-8. As Walker goes baseline to Crockett, back to Walker. Walker up to Shaw. Shaw over to Neal on the opposite elbow. Now to Crockett baseline. Cross-court pass goes to Shaw. She'll dribble back to the top and go to Walker. Walker to Shaw. Shaw inside foul line to Wells. Wells has it knocked away, gets it back. She'll get it to Neal. Neal to Crockett. Back to Wells. Wells up, no good, but she gets her own rebound. She's going to get it out to Neal. Neal fumbles it, but she picks it up. The Bears will reset the offense with the new shot clock. 27 seconds now left on that shot clock. And it's to Shaw. Shaw to Crockett in the corner, back to Shaw. Bears being very patient on offense tonight. Neal drives. Nothing there, so she'll kick it out to Wells. Cross court to Shaw. Shaw to Walker. Walker to Shaw. And Shaw traveled with it. She did. She took a hop before she put the ball on the floor. And so the turnover, about a minute-long possession there for the Bears. Timeout on the floor taken by American Falls. It's a full. We'll take it with them on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, you know, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Bears lead it on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard by a score of 21-8. The American Falls basketball. As we come back to live action here in the second quarter, just over 3 minutes gone in the second quarter. Eden Jensen and Addie Jensen playing catch with it in the backcourt. Now to Shiz, and over across court to Eden, to Addie, to Shiz. They're playing catch at the top. They finally get it to, that's Shiz is number 4. I had it. Scott and Shiz, I keep mixing up. Sorry about that. Scott with the ball now, up to Eden Jensen. Eden into Addie Jensen. Up top, Eden Jensen. Long three, no good. And the rebound to Taisley Neal. Neal will bring the ball in the front court herself. She lobs it inside to Crockett. Crockett to Wells. Wells to Neal. Good ball movement there. Back inside to Crockett. Crockett to Wells. Wells down the lane. Up and no good. Rebound to Crockett. She'll go to Neal. Neal shot on the way and good. Neal is red hot tonight. She gets another one to go. She's got 5. She's got a Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot, then that 2-point shot, and then another turnover forced. The Bears had her trapped.
She had to step out of bounds to try to get around them.
Walker had her cut off, and Eden Jensen steps out of bounds. Here's the hockey line change again.
Saxton, Skinner, Alleman, Bamey.
Wells is the only one that stays out there for the Bears. Bamey in the corner to Saxton. Saxton going to drive, get it to Wells. And up and in. Nice pass by Saxton, finished by Wells. And the Bears now on a 14-point run. Shiz to Eden Jensen, back to Shiz, baseline to Cox. Shiz is 4 and Cox is 5. Okay, I mean not Cox. Scott is 5. I'm getting them backwards. And Cox is 22.
It's okay.
And now number 23.
We apologize. All right, coming in for Scott is Brower.
Brower. It's not intentional.
No, we're just learning. We're just learning.
For those of you
these,
from American Falls,
kids.
yes, I am that dumb. In the corner, it goes to Saxton. Saxton for 3. No good, but the rebound to Skinner. Skinner misses, and the rebound goes to Sophia Cox for the Beavers. Jensen and Jensen playing catch with at the backcourt. It goes back to Addie Jensen, the center court circle. She'll set the offense to Brower. Now back to Jensen, to Brower, to Jensen, over to Eden, back to Addie. Addie drives, nice drive. She's fouled before she can get it to Cox. Cox hit the layup.
Did they call that on?
That goes on Skinner for the Bear Lake Bears. Her first.
I thought he said 2-1, and I was like, there isn't a 2-1.
Blue one.
Blue one. I can hear. Not.
Addie Cox with it in the corner up top. It goes to Shiz. Shiz inside to Cox. Cox does very well in the paint. And she'll go to the Jacobs Mountain Air foul line.
Alleman picking up her first foul, and that will be the Bears' second foul in the quarter.
And it will send Cox to the Jacobs Mountain Air foul line. Jacobs Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning. For the Bear Lake Valley, call 208-847-2665 as Sophia Cox misses the first. She'll have one more. She has 5 points on the night. Leading scorer for the Beavers. And she misses both. And Wells will get the rebound for the Bears, and she'll bring the ball up to the front court quickly to Bamey, now to Saxton. Saxton looking for the cutter. She gets to Wells. Wells tries to do the wraparound pass to Alleman. Can't.
I liked the idea. But yeah.
Timeout on the court taken by the Beavers. It's a 30. We'll be back on the SVI Sports Network.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit U-Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with U-Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa.
Eden Jensen with the ball in the front court as we're back to live action. Bears lead it on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard by a score of 25-8. Eden and Addie Jensen playing catch with it up top. Now over to Brower. Brower looking inside, nothing there. Brower will go around the screen, still near midcourt with under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Addie Jensen drives baseline. She's cut off. Saxton nearly knocks it away. Brower baseline to Jensen. Jensen is going to have to shoot at the buzzer. She gets it for 3. Eden Jensen at the shot clock buzzer gets the 3-point shot to go. Their first Jacobs Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot and their first bucket of the second quarter. Alleman and Skinner playing a little bit of catch. Now they'll set it to Bamey. Bamey in the corner to Saxton. Saxton to Alleman. Alleman down the lane. Tries to get it to Crockett. It's knocked away. Taken away. Steal by Brower. Addie Jensen gets to Eden Jensen. Eden's going to dribble down. Long 3. Yes. 2 in a row. And that one was way downtown. That one was from Aberdeen. 6 straight cuts the Bear Lake lead to 11. Skinner to Bamey. Bamey's going to try to answer for 3. Yes! There's another Phillips 66 USA 3-point make. 3 Phillips 66 U 3-point makes in the last about minute of basketball. Alleman nearly steals it. Shiz is going to drive down the lane. It's going to be tied up by Bamey. Bamey with a nice defensive play. And gets the steal because the jump ball goes to Bear Lake. So 28-14 is your score on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard as we got 1:02 left in the first half. And the story of the last couple minutes of basketball has been the Phillips 66 USA 3-point make. And here's another attempt for Bamey. She misses. I thought I was going to say she got 2 in a row, but the rebound goes to Crockett. Crockett to Saxton. Bears reset to Alleman. Alleman gets Saxton open. She thought about the 3, thought about the drive. She doesn't neither. She'll take the long 2 after going around the screen. She rattles it down. Her first 2 points of the night for Saxton. And the Bears lead it by 16 at 30-14. Shot clock is off. The Beavers can take the last shot if they want it. Eden Jensen, who's made the last 2 3-point makes. Back to Addie Jensen. Now to Brower. Brower looking inside for Cox. Not available. Brower will drive. Cut off baseline. Down to 10 seconds left. Shiz out top to Eden Jensen. Eden over to Addie Jensen. 5 seconds on the clock. Down the lane. She throws it up baseline. No good. Bamey gets the rebound, dribbles the clock out, and the Bears will go to halftime with a 16-point lead. And we'll be back in a couple minutes, 30-14. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with the halftime stats right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah. Played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Southeast Idaho Steel, a locally owned business making locally produced steel signs and fixtures. Flying S title and escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. And by Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
On the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. And in the first half, the Bears cared about defense, only allowing 14 points by the Beavers. And most of those points came via the Sophia Cox. She scored 5 of their 14 in that first half for the Beavers. And let's look at who else did the scoring for American Falls.
All right, leading in the scoring column is Addie Jensen. Is that right? Eden Jensen, actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot she had those 2 3-pointers right at the
7
end.
points. 2 points or 5 points for Cox, 2 for Addie Jensen, and 2 for Schiss. That's their total, 16. They are 6 out of 19, 31% overall shooting, 4 out of 13, 30% from the 2-point, 2 for 6, 33% from the 3-point range, and 2 for 5, 40% from the foul line. 9 rebounds, 2 offensive, 7 defensive. They have 6 turnovers, 2 steals. Nobody really in too bad of foul trouble. Addie Jensen has 2, and Scott has 2. 1 for Eden Jensen. So, not foul trouble by any means. For the Bears, Wells with 8 points, 6 for Skinner, 5 for Saxton, 5 for Neal. Shaw with 3, Bamey with 3. They're 47% shooting overall at the half. 6 out of 13, that's 46% from the 2-point range. 50%, 3 out of 6 from the 3-point line. And 9 for 9, 100% from the foul line. 13 rebounds, 5 offensive, 8 defensive. They have 6 turnovers, 2 steals. Nobody in foul trouble. Skinner with 1, Alleman with 1, Wells with 1.
Yeah, Bears defensively playing very well tonight. The only points they allowed in the second quarter were those 2 Phillips 66U save long balls by Eden Jensen. She made them both on back-to-back possessions with about 2 minutes to go in the half. They went almost 6 minutes of the second quarter and probably the last about 4 minutes of the first quarter without scoring as the Bears defense just tightened down and did a fantastic job. And the Bears, like Lisa said, outscored them 16-8 in the first, 14-6 in the second. And without some timely shooting for Jensen, it'd be even worse. Bears came in as a 17-point favorite. They lead it by 16 at halftime. Nate, how's your key to the game going?
Well, my key to the game for the Bears was to start out strong, and honestly, I feel like the Bears did that. Clearly, the lead has gotten larger as the game's gone on, but you're never going to complain about a 30-14 lead going into the half. I think, truthfully, on the offensive end, 30 points and a half, that's pretty solid. The shooting percentages all look good, especially foul shooting. I mean, that was really impressive to me. That was one thing that popped out. Bears knocking down foul shots at a very high efficiency, and then defensively swarming. I mean, the Beavers really have came out and they were flat except for the exception of Cox. That's the only Beaver that really has been on the scoreboard. But yeah, for the Bears, I think they came out and they've accomplished their mission, I think, offensively and defensively. I think both sides of the ball have been pretty impressive. And if you're Coach Ken Wells, you're absolutely happy with what you've seen.
Yeah, the Bears are being very patient offensively, taking a lot of good shots, got those Phillips 66U save long balls to go. They've played good defense. One of the 2 3-point makes in the second quarter for American Falls was kind of a chuck it up from the corner to avoid the shot clock. Other than those 2 easy looks inside for Cox early in the first quarter that helped the Beavers stay in the game, the Bears defense has been excellent. Several block shots. Wells has got some block shots. Walker has at least 1 block shot. So great effort by the Bears defensively for sure. That is the story of the first half, in my opinion, as well, is the defense. The Bears are going to be happy with where they are.
Well, and truthfully, a lot of those 3-point shots for the Beavers were way, way beyond the 3-point line. So, I mean, you're going to, as a coach, you're going to give up that shot 10 times out of 10 typically at the high school level, just considering the percentages, you know.
Yeah.
You're way more likely to miss a, 30-footer at the high school level than a 8-footer. So you're not going to be really disappointed. And in all fairness, I think with the exception of a few threes, it very well could be 30-8 at halftime. Defensively, Bears have locked down and stuffed the Beavers tonight for sure.
The second 3-point make for Eden Jensen in that first half was definitely an NBA 3. She was out way past the 3-point line, and that's the kind of shot, like you said, that Coach Ken Wells is going to say at halftime, if she's going to shoot that one, let her shoot it, because the chances of her making that consistently, if anybody at the high school level making that shot consistently, aren't good. So the Bears have got to be happy with what they've seen so far in the first half. If you're American Falls, you've got to make some adjustments on defense. You can't allow 30 points a half and win too many high school basketball games, and then find a way to get some more shots to go. The Bears' defensive pressure has been crucial. They have kept American Falls from being able to get the ball even into their set offense. From a lot of possessions, they have forced turnovers before they even can get into the set offense.
And I imagine if you're Bear Lake, you don't want to get too comfortable with a lead like this, because still a possibility for American Falls to come out and punch Bear Lake in the mouth here in the second half. I mean, they have the potential to do so. We saw it. They're a team full of shooters. They have the ability to knock down the long ball, and sometimes the deeper the better on the shots. I mean, truthfully, there's been a lot of girls on the team that are knocking down deep three-point shots. So coming into the second half, I mean, anything could happen, but so far you like the production out of the Bears.
Let's take one more 60-second break. We'll come back with the second half right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
We're ready to start the second half. The Bears lead the Beavers by a score of 30-14. And the Beavers will start with the basketball to start the second half. Starters on the court, which means Neal, Shaw, Crockett, Walker, and Wells. For the Beavers, it is Shiz, Scott, Jensen, and Faringer. The Jensens playing catch with it up top. Eden Jensen with it now goes over to Scott. And the Bears force another turnover. Shaw will go to Crockett. Crockett goes to Shaw, who comes around the screen, sets for three. On the way, no good. Rebound to Walker. Walker to Neal. Neal, baseline jumper, no good. Wells with the rebound. She's going to be tied up. Jump ball. It'll be Bears basketball. As a swarming defense, as Wells came down with that rebound to try to force the jump. Walker will trigger baseline, and she'll get it in. Just go deep to Wells. Wells dribble handoff to Shaw. Shaw over to Walker. Walker drives baseline all the way in, and she'll go to line. She'll shoot two. She'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
That goes on Faringer, and that's her third.
Yeah, at halftime you said it was Scott with three. It was actually Faringer. Scott with two. It was actually Faringer with two. Emery Walker to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air, for all your heating and air conditioning needs, contact Jacobson Mountain Air. And she goes 0 for 2. Nate, you talked about the halftime shooting from the foul line, and the Bears missed two on that possession.
I blame it on me.
And Shaw tips it to Neal. Neal is going to go ahead to Wells. Wells up and in. What a pass, what a play. Holly Wells with a great finish. The Bears lead it 32-14. Addie Jensen goes cross court to Eden Jensen. Knight has to go up high to catch that pass. Back up top to Scott. Scott to Jensen. Jensen to Faringer. Baseline back up to Jensen. Jensen for three. She got it. Lisa, you mentioned you saw her hit 4 in a row from three at halftime. And that was Addie Jensen for three. The Phillips 66 U saved three. And it's 32-17. And Crockett with it. She's looking for Shaw. Shaw with the pick and roll move to Crockett.
Beautiful pass. Oh,
Crockett leaves it just a little bit short, but she gets her own rebound, and then it's taken away by Addie Jensen. Crockett, I think she found herself a little bit more open than she expected. Just left that one a little bit short.
She's going to kick herself for that one.
Addie Jensen's pass just a little bit too low for Shiz, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. 6:06 left in the third period. Bears led by 16 at halftime. They lead by 15 right now, courtesy of the Phillips 66 USA 3-point shot by Addie Jensen just a minute ago to cut that into that lead. Wells hands off to Walker. Walker down the lane. Little runner goes from about 8 feet. Emery Walker gets on the scoreboard. That's her first 2, and the Bears lead it by 17, 34-17. Inside it goes to Shiz. Her pass to Farringer is knocked away, but it goes back to the Beavers. Shutt misses the 3. Quickly to head to Wells. Layup just a little bit too hard. She found herself too far underneath. Rebound is to the Bears, but Wells was out of bounds and hadn't reestablished herself before she touched that one. So it's a turnover. Bears doubling up the Beavers, though, 34-17. Bears have backed off their pressure here in the second half on the bringing the ball up the court. So the Jensens will play catch with it on the outside with Scott, who has the ball now, and then to Eden Jensen at the top. Now to Addie Jensen on the wing. She'll drive, cut off there by Wells, so she'll come back out. Scott at the top now. Lobs it inside, and Crockett takes it away. Peyton Crockett brings the ball in the front court. She tries to go to Shaw. Eden Jensen takes it away. Quickly up ahead to Farringer. Farringer is going to lay it up. She misses, and Neal gets the rebound. Neal into the front court. She tries to go inside to Crockett. It's knocked away from her to Wells. Wells will go to the foul line. So that's where good defense goes right into the hands of the offense. It'll send Hallie Wells to the foul line. She'll shoot a pair.
That one goes on Schiss, her first.
And Hallie Wells to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air heating and air conditioning for the Bear Lake Valley at 208-847-2665. And Wells makes the first. She has 10 points on the night. That puts her in double figures with 4:44 left in the third. 11 points on the night. And they said lane violation? I didn't see anybody move.
Sprague and Cox coming into the game for the Beavers, replacing Schiss and Scott.
So officially, I think that would go down as a miss, but Wells hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it doesn't count as a point because of the lane violation. The Jensens playing catch out there now with Sprague. Eden Jensen out to Shaw. Shaw coming the other way.
She'll go all the way with it.
And lay it up and in.
Great control by Shaw.
She pump faked, made sure she had a good look, and the Bears lead is 20. Addie Jensen now to Eden Jensen. Long 3, yeah.
Ooh, that's 3 from downtown for her.
So it's 37-20. The last 12 points dating back to the first quarter for the Beavers have been from the Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point line. All for their last, okay, I know what I'm saying. There are 2 baskets in the second quarter. Now there are 2 baskets here in the third quarter. Their last 4 in a row have all been from the 3-point line from the Jensens.
Farringer just picked up her 4th foul.
Skinner, Bamey, Alleman, and Saxton in the game for the Bears. Wells still out there. She's got the ball. She'll hand it off to Saxton. Saxton dribbles down to the foul line, shoots. She misses, but Bamey gets the rebound. Her shot up, no good. And the rebound's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. Bamey was just a little bit too far behind the backboard. I think she wanted to pass. The pass wasn't available, so she shot. But the Bears get it back anyway. Now to Saxton. Corner 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of Sprague. And here comes Addie Jensen with it. A little bit of pressure there by Saxton. Jensen looking for some help. She's going to go to Sprague. Sprague drives, cut off. She'll bring it back out. She'll come up top to Addie Jensen. Now over to Scott. Inside to Cox. Knocked away. Taken away by Brooke Bamey. Bamey all the way the other way. Misses the layup, but Skinner will get the rebound. She'll come out to Saxton. Good defense there to affect that layup by Addie Jensen. Allman with it. Fakes the 3. Goes to Skinner. The crowd over there wanted to travel. Skinner down the lane. She'll go to line. She'll shoot 2 from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. She came down a little bit on somebody's foot, I think. A little bit of a sprained ankle. But she looks like she's okay.
That one goes on Sprague. Her second. I've got her for 1, so I've missed 1. Not surprising.
Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Not friendly to Skinner on that first one.
Schiss coming in for Faringer.
Jacobson Mountain Air, heating and air conditioning for the Bear Lake Valley. Skinner will have 1 more. Bears up by 17. Their big league of the game is 20. And she makes the second. She's hobbling a little bit, but she's tough.
She's a fighter for sure.
Scott with the ball. She comes cross court to Sprague. Now to Shiz on the foul line, out to Scott in 3-point range, into Addie Jensen. Now to Scott. Scott inside to Shiz. Shiz back to Scott. Scott launches the 3, no good. Rebound in the corner to Alleman. Alleman quickly up ahead to Skinner. Skinner lobs it to Wells. Wells in traffic, going to come up to Bamey. Bamey top of the key, 3 on the way. Yes! Brooke Bamey for the Phillips 66 U-Save. 3-point shot. The Bears back up. Game high lead, actually, of 21 at 41-20. Addie Jensen goes to Sprague. Sprague to Shiz, inside to Cox. Cox has to come back out with it to Jensen. Jensen drives the lane. Up, no good. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2 from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
That goes on Wells, her second.
So it will send Addie Jensen to the line. She's got 5 points on the night. And her first shot is no good off the back of the rim.
Coming back into the game for the Bears, Walker and Crockett for Skinner and Wells.
They're going to check on Skinner on her ankle and or knee. She says, I'm okay, coach. You could have left me out there. Addie Jensen, 1 more from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. This one is up and no good. And the rebound to Crockett. And I heard her talking to her parents before the game. If she gets a certain amount of rebounds, I think there's a new pair of basketball shoes on the line. So she's looking to get all she can. Up top to Saxton. Saxton to Crockett. Crockett dribble handoff to Bamey. Bamey to Saxton. Saxton for 3. Leaves it short. Rebound to Crockett. She's got 2 on the last 2 possessions. And the big shot from Alleman. The Bigs open on a Friday night. Alleman gets it to go. Bears up by a game high 23. Jensen's playing catch with it. And it's to Eden Jensen. Long 3 on the way. She missed 1. That rebound's going to go out of bounds off of the Beavers. It'll be Bear Lake basketball baseline. Bears have the 23-point lead at 43-20 with 1:26 left. And the American Falls Beavers have not scored inside of the 3-point line since Cox got the 2 to go early in the first quarter, the 2 buckets. Since then, everything has been 3-point shots. Bears get the turnover, and then they call Emery Walker for travel, so they turn it right back over. 1:11 left in the third quarter. The Bears comfortably in control so far, 43-20. Eden Jensen gets it to Shiz. Shiz to Sprague. Sprague up top to Addie Jensen. She dribbles into a long 3. Yes! Cannot give her a foot.
Those Jensen girls shoot from deep.
It's a 20-point lead for the Bears. We're under a minute left to go in the third period. There's another Jacobson Mountain Air. Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point make. Bamey to Crockett. Crockett leaves it just short, but the rebound goes to Walker, and her putback is good. Bears back up by 22 at 45-23. There is about a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Eden Jensen to Addie Jensen. Lob inside to Cox. Cox is fouled. And so that will reset the shot clock, so there will be no shot clock. Now, if the Beavers choose to do so, they can take the last shot of the third quarter.
Walker picking up her first foul.
Eden Jensen with it, being defended there by Saxton. Sprague going to drive. Cox back up top to Eden Jensen. Deep 3, no. And there's another rebound by Crockett. She'll come up ahead to Walker. Walker all the way in. Shots blocked. Great defense there by Eden Jensen. She's going to go ahead to Addie Jensen. Turnaround three. No. That's the end of the second, third, fourth, or fifth, somewhere in there. Third quarter, 45-23 in favor of the Bears on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll take a 30-second break, come back, and bring you the fourth quarter right here on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the towels. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports.
Crockett needs. How many does she have?
She has 5.
Okay, so she's got 5 on the night. Bears up by 22, 45-23 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bears have their starters out there to start the fourth quarter, except for Wells. Is Walker not out there, and she's got an ice bag. I think she was just trying to cool off, though. She had it on her forehead, but she just tried to cool off. Walker's not out there. Instead, Skinner is, and Shaw starts the fourth quarter.
She made that look easy.
With a layup, just down the lane, through traffic, lays it up and in. 47-23. Jensen's playing catch, lobs it to Shiz, who tries to go to Sprague, but the Bears tip it away out of bounds, and the scoreboard is not paying attention better than I was at that last break.
47-23.
Yeah, they missed that last layup. The Jensen's playing catch with it now to Sprague, inside to Shiz at the foul line. She bounce passes into Farringer, out to Sprague. Tries to bank in the 3. It doesn't go. Skinner will rebound to Neal. Neal to Shaw. Bears set the offense. Now the scoreboard catches up. 47-23 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Crockett looking for Shaw. She'll get it to her, then she'll set the screen. And kick ball, but it goes over to Sprague, and it will be a turnover on the Bears as Shaw tried to get it into Crockett on the pick and roll. Farringer has the ball knocked away from her. Neal will get the steal. She'll hand it to Crockett. Crockett tries to go up ahead. The pass kind of slips and doesn't get all the way there. It just goes to Eden Jensen instead, so a turnover. Sprague with it. Sprague to Addie Jensen. Addie Jensen drives, cut off, block, shot into the hands of Sprague. And she's quadruple teamed, and she finally gets it out of there. I guess there was only 2 Bears to Eden Jensen. Eden Jensen chucks it up, misses. Addie Jensen tries to save. It was out of bounds. And it'll be Bear Lake basketball. So it has been 2.5 quarters since the American Falls Beavers last made a shot that was not a 3-point shot. They scored their last 15 points have been 3-point makes.
Brower coming in for Addie Jensen.
I think that's her first break of the night. Wells over to Shaw. Shaw thinks about the 3, doesn't take it. Instead, she'll back it out, reset the offense. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And over now to Crockett.
Oh. We got an illegal screen? Is that
no,
what they
didn't call.
Skinner?
I think they must have called 3 seconds.
Oh, maybe.
Because he did not signal a foul, so it had to have been 3 seconds. Ball up top to Eden Jensen, now to Sprague. She tries to get the bounce pass inside to Shiz, but Shaw just takes it away. Shaw to Neal. Neal in the corner to Skinner. Skinner for 3. No good. Wells will secure the rebound. She'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Contact Jacobson Mountain Air.
That foul goes on Shiz, her second.
And Wells will shoot a pair. And Coach Wells is asking what was the explanation on that last possession, and I think he he didn't disagree with it, whatever it was, because he just sat down quietly, is his daughter, Hallie Wells, scores point number 12 by bouncing in that foul shot. The Bears now lead it by 25. That's their game-high lead at 48-23, 49-23. She hits nothing but the very bottom of the net on that one. And with 5:48 left, Bears up by 26 over the Beavers. Eden Jensen to Sprague, to Scott. Sprague to Jensen. Up top to Scott. Now to Sprague, to Scott. To Jensen. Jensen bounce pass in tight to Shiz. Now outside Brower for three. Neal with the rebound. Neal, stop, pop, yeah. Neal came all the way down, drove into the key, stopped. Nobody defended her, so she just shot and scored her 7th point of the night. Bears up by 28. 5:08 left in the game. In the corner, the ball goes to Jensen. She'll shoot the three. No good. Shaw runs down the rebound. She'll get it to Neal. Neal goes back to Shaw. And now to Skinner, to Shaw, layup good. That'll do it. Running clock the rest of the way. And the Bears up by 30. And ball's up top to Shiz. Corner to Jensen. To Scott. To Shiz in the corner. Eden Jensen. She's going to dribble baseline. Lay it up.
Great move.
Yeah, nice reverse layup. The first 2-point bucket since the first quarter for the Beavers. That is the first time they've made a 2-point bucket since they scored their 8th point. And Wells is going to go back to the foul line. How many foul shots has she shot
I don't
tonight?
know. I'll look in a minute. But I think Faringer, if that's on her, she just fouled out. Yep. That's her 5th, at least according to my book.
Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Contact them at 208-847-2665. Hallie Wells puts this one off the back of the rim and out.
Maybe it wasn't the 5th. I had her for 5, but that's okay.
Yeah, she's going out. On the board, they only have her for 4. But she checked out of the game anyway. Hallie Wells will shoot another. She gets that one to go. Now she'll check out. Alleman will check in for her. 13 points on the night for Wells. Bears up by 29. 3:15 left to go in the game. And now to Scott. To Eden Jensen. Eden will drive. She'll go back up top. Brower now to Addie Jensen, who's back in. She goes down the lane. Her shot's partially blocked by Crockett. Allman with the rebound. And Walker will put it up ahead to Crockett. Crockett frustrated because she thought she had that one and just goes off the front of the rim. But Allman will get the steal. Quickly up ahead to Saxton. Saxton layup with the left hand is good. Saxton gets the bucket to go. She now has 6 points, 7 points on the night. 56-25, Bears up by 31. And 2:22, 56-25. Bears lead it big on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Addie Jensen tries another three. Emery Walker gets the rebound. She'll get it to Brooke Bamey. Bamey will go to Walker. Walker looking for a cutter. She'll go up top instead to Alleman. Alleman to Bamey. Bamey around the screen, lobs it inside to Alleman. Alleman's shot is blocked. It's going to go out of bounds off of Eden Jensen. Nice defensive play there by Eden Jensen. And we're under 2 minutes left in this one. Ball's inbounded to Bamey. Bamey to Alleman. Alleman in the corner to Walker. Just too tall for her. And it's a Bears turnover. Great night for the Bear Lake Bears. They're going to pick up another big win in district play by a score of 56-25 right now on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. As we're down to 1:20 left to go in this one. Jensen to Jensen. And Addie Jensen will now go to Brower. Brower will drive, kick it, and then back outside to Eden Jensen. Another 3-point shot. Another miss this time. She's made several from out there tonight. And Alleman got it to Saxton. Saxton will set the offense to Walker. And now to Crockett. Crockett hands off to Bamey. Bamey will shoot the three. No good. Rebound will go to Sophia Cox for the Beavers. Addie Jensen with it. She'll drive all the way down the lane. Up. No good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the foul line. She'll shoot two, and you know what that's going to do? That's going to end the game. Because with the running clock, by the time they line her up and she shoots 2 foul shots, that's going to be it. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs, sponsoring our foul line tonight. And we've had plenty of shots taken from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. And here's Addie Jensen for 2. She misses the first. She'll have 1 more. Bears going to win it big. 56-25 the score right now. And this will probably be the last shot of the game. She misses that. Crockett will get the rebound. That's the end of the game. And the Bears get the victory big time over the Beavers here on a Friday night. They're back in action tomorrow versus North Fremont. Lisa, who did the scoring for American Falls?
12 points for Eden Jensen, 8 for Addie Jensen, 5 for Cox, and 2 for Schiss. They shot 28% overall. They were 5 out of 16 at 31% from the 2-point range. 5 for 19, 26% from the 3-point, and 2 out of 9, 22% from the foul line. 14 rebounds. They had 9 turnovers, 4 steals, a couple deflections. For the Bears, Wells finished the night with 14. It was 9 for Shaw, 7 for Skinner, 7 for Saxton, 7 for Neal, 6 for Bamey, 4 for Walker, 2 for Alleman. 43% overall shooting for the Bears, 15 out of 32, 46% from the 2-point range. They were 4 for 12, 33% from the 3-point line. 14 out of 19, 73% from the foul line. 34 rebounds for the Bears tonight. They had 12 steals, 12 turnovers. Great effort by the Bears. They outscored American Falls 16-8 in the first quarter, 14-6 in the second, 15-9 in the third, and 11-2 in the fourth. And the final score, 56-25.
Coach Wells now on the headset. Coach, the stats that just jumps off the page to me is your defense. You allowed 1 2-point basket from about midway through the first quarter until the end of the game. They made 1 2-point basket in the fourth quarter, no 2-point shots in the second or third. And a lot of those threes that you were giving up were from way out there. I'm sure you were even comfortable with them shooting those, because if they're going to make those, you'll live with it.
Yeah, you got to live with it. And one of their threes was about 2 feet inside the line, too. Mm-hmm. The one ref came and apologized after. They're like, it was that bad. I was like, it's okay. But you know what? We're looking. They have some really good shooters on that team, so we had to get out on them, force them to shoot longer shots, or else they'd kill you. They're really good shooters. So,
all right. The impressive stat also for me is foul shooting. You guys shot from the foul line really well. 14 out of 19 on the night. It's probably actually 15 out of 20 if you wouldn't have the one lane violation.
We don't have the old lane violation. Yeah.
Yeah. So a good foul shooting night. Good all around night. 4 out of 12 from 3. Not a great shooting night, but not a bad shooting night.
33%.
Yeah, it's better than
it's
zero.
Average, right?
yeah. Oh. And we just almost lost our table.
That's all right. I got my knees under there now.
Is it? It scoots forward and then that. Okay. We've got to do some remodeling here to get the table back up.
There you go. Thank you.
So we almost lost all. That would have been an expensive mistake right there. And then we might have injured coach, and you got to coach another game. That's what I was going to go next. Tomorrow night you got North Fremont again. Yep. You handled them well at home.
Yep. So they just beat Ryrie at Ryrie, which Ryrie's I think was picked to win that district.
Wow.
And so they're playing a lot better. They're really rolling. Coach Lenz is good, and they had some really young players that were just trying to get going when they played us. So it'll be a different battle there. So.
And that's an early tip, 2:30.
Yep, 2:30.
Tomorrow, you guys staying the night in Pocatello?
Yep, we're going to stay, try to get some sleep the best we can.
And then next week, back into district play with Marsh Valley, and then I think on the road
at Snake
River.
Yep, it's 2 away games and then 2 home games to finish out.
So you're right in the middle of district play. You got the good start. Marsh Valley and AF played Wednesday night while you're playing Snake River, and AF got them by 2 in overtime. So with this big win tonight, that kind of puts you firmly in the driver's seat, but you still got a lot of work to do to finish out the season.
Yeah, it's early yet. We still got to go compete, and we got to go to Marsh. Marsh was whipping on Snake this evening when we heard the score, so it's going to be a battle.
Okay, good luck, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Have a good night. Okay. We'll get the headset back on, Nate, real quick, and then we'll get out of here. We've already done our stats. The only last thing I want to talk about, besides reminding you to join us for an early tip tomorrow, 2:30 from North Fremont, is our gritty player of the game. And I think I have somebody in mind. I'm going to say, because she played through the injury a little bit, is Skinner. You know, she went down with that, looked like she sprained her ankle. She had a good night. She scored
7 points. She had 2 assists. She had 3 rebounds. She had a good night.
Went to the foul line and made a foul shot after twisting that ankle. Went to the sideline and said, "Hey, Coach, I'm good." She went back in later in the game. So that's where I'm going to give my gritty performance, because she played well, and she played well even after injury. You guys good with that one?
I'm
I like
good with
that one.
Yep.
Honorable mention, Taisley Neal tonight. She had a few great passes, played just really good. When you're thinking of a point guard, she filled that role tonight, knocked down all the shots she needed to. Very efficient night for her. And also Hallie Wells, of course, phenomenal night for her.
Hallie just had a dominant performance. Farringer trying to stop her, got in foul trouble early, and the Bears just kind of did their thing and put them in a great position now with 2 wins in the district, and this is the team that was sitting in second place. So congratulations to the Bears. Big win. Thank you to Mariah Roberts back in the studio, our daughter, helping out, pushing all the buttons.
Recruited.
I'm sure Riker helped a little bit too, so I got to give Riker a shout out. And I can't forget about Sam helping. Our wonderful cameraman and his beard, Ray Henry, doing an excellent job as normal. And down there, pushing all the buttons to make the video look good, is, of course, Nate Matthews. And for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Nate Matthews,
Lisa Hillier,
and Jared Hillier saying good night, everybody.